There is a line in the sand that must never be crossed. A constitutional Rubicon that, if breached, signals not just a political shift, but the death of the American Republic itself. And make no mistake, we are at that line. Because the day a court of law can control the office of the presidency is the day the balance of power collapses. A republic is not a mob-rule democracy. A republic is not governed by the whims of public opinion polls. A republic is, by its very design, a system of ordered liberty, held together by a sacred separation of powers. At the heart of our Constitution lies this inviolable principle. 3 branches: executive, legislative, judicial, each co-equal, each constrained, none above the other, none subservient to the other, each guarding the liberties of the people from tyranny, whether that tyranny rises from a king or a courtroom. The executive branch executes the law. The legislative branch writes the law. The judicial branch interprets the law. Each has power. Each has limits. Yet now, we are witnessing something unthinkable. The judicial branch stepping outside of interpretation and into the realm of control. This is not a safeguard. If a judge, cloaked in black and appointed for life, can rule that a duly elected president may not exercise the powers vested in his office by the Constitution, then we no longer have a president. We have a subject of the court. We are no longer a republic. We are living under a judicial oligarchy, a government of the judges, by the judges, for the judges. And that is not freedom. That is not balance. That is bondage. James Madison, the father of the Constitution, warned us of the accumulation of all powers, legislative, executive, and judiciary, in the same hands, may justly be pronounced the very definition of tyranny. Federalist 47. Alexander Hamilton, often called the architect of American jurisprudence, wrote, "The judiciary has no influence over either the sword or the purse. It may truly be said to have neither force nor will, but merely judgment." Federalist 78. In other words, the courts were never meant to rule the nation. Their power is interpretive, not imperial. Today, courts are not merely ruling on cases. They are nullifying elections, targeting political enemies, and handcuffing executive authority. This is not about law and order. It is about power and control. If a sitting president can be dragged into endless litigation, stripped of his constitutional immunity, or blocked from enacting the will of the people who elected him, then elections become irrelevant. The court becomes king, and the republic becomes a farce. We must reassert the doctrine of separation of powers. We must demand that our representatives defend the balance that secures our freedom. And we must raise our voices like a trumpet against this encroaching judicial supremacy. America is not a monarchy, not a theocracy. We are a republic, if we can keep it. But that republic dies the day a court can control the presidency. Choose wisely, stand firmly, speak loudly. Because freedom is not inherited, it is defended.